All right. So yesterday we have discussed about the file system hierarchy, different other ways of identifying the files, as well as different other commands, how we can create files, directories, deleting files, directories, copying files across directories, moving files, right? All this stuff we have seen it yesterday with regards to the file system hierarchy. Now let us process and progress towards the VIM editor subject today. What is VIM editor? So I'll start with Amisha. Can you give me a brief? What you know about VM editor?
Sir, to we create text files in this and to write content so that we can edit it. We use VI
Yeah,
editor.
yeah. So a VM editor, actually it is still RHEL 5, Red Hat Enterprise Linux 5 and 6. Up till that version, we used to use VI editor. Okay. So with the improved version of VI editor, it is coming as VIM editor. VIM editor is the editor mode, as Amisha mentioned. It is an editing just like you open a text file in Windows. Likewise, VIM editor is also a file where you can go ahead and edit the file as well, right? Yesterday we have seen we have used cat command to enter content into an empty file and also append content into the empty file. However, we were not able to edit that file using cat command. So for that reason, if at all anything is required, we have multiple other like activities, like you have in file system hierarchy. etc directory is also one of the important directory where you have all kind of configuration related files are there. So in many cases, when you are going into production environment or the lower environments, in case like a development or QA or any such stages, right, there is every possibility that you will go ahead and edit some configuration related files, right, or at least like make some smaller changes by visiting those files in order to get your deployments completed successfully, right? So keeping that in mind, the VIM editor has been like little bit of additional features has been added to VIM editor. And in comparison to VI editor has got certain features, right? Features like it is supporting color coding. That means in the earlier screen you will see only black and white, whereas in case of VIM editor you will be able to view color codes in the contents inside the file as well, right? And it also supports some amount of encryption characteristics, which is also a new feature in VIM editor. Followed by that, there are the most important feature that VIM editor has been added, like you can compare multiple files at the same time. You can edit and compare multiple files at the same time, which is not a feature of your VI editor. You cannot compare files using VI editor, the previous version, right? So VIM editor has been introduced in RHEL 7 onwards, Red Hat Enterprise Linux 7 onwards. And with that, with RHEL 8 also, there are some new features has been added with regards to VIM editor, right? So that is where the VIM editor plays an important role in editing the files or making any changes to the files with multiple other modes. Most importantly, there are three important modes in VIM editor called as command mode, insert mode, and save mode. Command mode is also alternatively called as standard mode. Insert mode is also known as edit mode. Save mode is also called as last line mode. Now, let us not waste too much time by discussing this. Let's get directly into the commands, and then soon after that, I will ask any one of you to share your screen and create a virtual machine and go ahead and execute these commands on the real-time like your Linux servers. So let's first discuss the command mode. What exactly happens in command mode? In the command mode, whenever you are, for example, if you wish to create a file, right, you use touch command to create a file. With the help of VIM editor, you will not only able to create the file, at the same time you can always go ahead and modify the file as well. So all you need to do is VIM space the file name, right? After that, if you press enter, it will be a file. The moment you will press an enter, it will be in the command mode or standard mode scenario, right? There you can use the commands that you can use within the command mode. If you have already some like 20 lines or 30 lines inside the file, then you can use all these command mode contents, that commands which are there in the command mode. First of all, it is shift plus G, right? Now what is shift plus G? Shift plus G command will take you to the end of the file. If you're already in the file, you can directly go to the end of the file. Likewise, GG will take you to the top of the file, YY to copy one line, likewise 5YY, 10YY, 20YY, right? These many lines will get copied. Important to make note here, wherever your cursor will be there, from that point till that many number of lines will be copied. For example, your cursor is in the third line and you want to copy 5YY, then from third line to number 8 line will get copied. Okay, so it is important to put some focus on this part. Likewise, P is for paste one time. Whatever you have copied, you can paste one time. If you do PP, it will be 2 times paste, right? Similarly, DD is for deleting one line, and similarly 10DD, 20DD, 100DD, like that, right? We have also commands to completely take off that entire content also to be copied, right? So in that case, you can use VG, right? It is some places it works, some places it do not works. I have also tested it, but you can always try that. In certain cases, when you send the logs, Sai, you have faced this issue earlier also. So whenever you will copy this, you will send the entire content and share it with the people, whoever is requiring for that.
Process builder close. Yeah.
Pardon?
No. Yeah. I said yeah.
Okay. So those who are not speaking, please go on mute. Okay, so then the next command that we will be using is U command. U command is being used to undo the content. Whatever changes you might have made it, if you press U, then it will automatically get undoing to the original state. Likewise, Control R is used to redo the things. Whatever you have made changes, again it will revert it back to the original state. Control V is not for pasting, it is for highlighting the scenarios. Whatever you wish to highlight, you can always go ahead and highlight it. Likewise, if you want to search a string within the entire file, you can just type / and whatever you want to search, for example, Masons, then you can just type Masons. If it is there, you can search it. But do remember, it is case sensitive. So if you type capital M and MESONS, then it will, if it is not there, you will not find it. If it is small m, it will not find that one. Okay. So these are the primarily used commands in command mode in like VIM editor. So we will be using all these things. I would request all of you to practice it, and preferably by heart it. As and when you practice, you will get to know all these commands as and when we progresses. The next mode comes as insert mode. So what is insert mode? Using the insert mode in VIM editor, you can always go ahead and make changes to your system, to your file. Right? Insert mode will enable you to make changes to the content of the file. You can write content to the file. You can modify the existing content. Whatever way you want to do it, you can always make changes to the content of the file. So that is where it is called as insert mode and edit mode. Most of the engineers, or those who are experienced also, they know only one way: press I and get into the system, right? For insert mode. So in the command mode, do remember that you are not doing anything. You simply type VIM and the file name and press enter. That stage is called as command mode or standard mode. That is where you will be using all the commands which is there in front of your screen. You will be using that. Whereas in case of insert mode, you will have quite a few commands which you can use it for multiple purposes. There are 6 different commands in RHEL 7 as well as in RHEL 8, which has been introduced. So the 6 commands are small I, small a, capital A, small o, and capital O. These are the 6 different commands that you will be using it in VIM editor. Now, what is small I for? The moment you will press small I, your cursor positions will remain same. Your cursor position will remain constant, and then it will get into insert mode. You can start editing the file. Do remember, cursor position, wherever it will be, it will remain there only. It is not going to move even one single step. Okay, that is where your small I comes into action. Most of the people use small I whenever they have to edit anything, but there are multiple other ways which can be a part of your interview scenario. So you should remember all those as well. Next one comes as capital I. Now, what happens when you go with capital I? Capital I, wherever you will be in the cursor position, it will take you to the beginning of the line, wherever you will be, right? And then it will get into insert mode. That's where capital I comes into action. Next one comes small a. So what is small a again? small a will take you one character ahead. For example, you have a line, say example, you have last, right? And your cursor is at the L position. The moment you press small a, it will move from L to A, right? Only one character ahead. Okay. Wherever the cursor position will be, from that position to one character ahead, and then get into insert mode, editing mode, whatever way it is, you can do that. Likewise, your your capital A is again like your small capital I. It will take you to the end of the line, and then the cursor position moves to the end of the line and then gets you into the insert mode. Okay. Then next comes your small o. Now what does small o does? Small o takes you one line down from the existing line. For example, whichever line it will be, it will go to the next line. I mean, you will create a next line from you. From the, it goes to the below line, right? That's how the small o works, and then it will go into insert mode. Similarly, we have capital O as well in form. So if you press capital O, it will go one line above from the existing line and then get into insert mode. So capital O works in that format. Okay. So we have all these commands written over here. You don't have to write it. I will share these things at some point of time with you guys. You can refer to this with all your whatever possible activities I have written it over here. So insert mode, II, AA, OO, you can see it here. Cursor positions remain constant and then gets into insert mode with small I, and capital I moves to beginning of the line with insert mode. Small a, small o, and capital O also follows the same effect. Okay. So it is not only small I, you have 6 different options to get into editing mode. Okay, so keep that in mind. This can be helpful to you whenever you are doing this activity, as well as also like when you are, it can be part of your interviews as well. Now the last one is your save mode, or called last line mode, right? What happens in save mode and last line mode? Here we have quite a few commands, but every command is supported by shift plus colon and then followed by the command. Okay, if you need to save or quit or do anything else, we will have certain commands, right? So shift colon W, that is the first command. Shift colon W, in the sense it is written whatever is already there in the system, in the file. If you press shift colon W, right, it will save the content of the file, right? And you will see a row at the bottom that this has been written, right? The file has been written. That means written in the sense it has been saved, right? So shift colon W means the content of the file will get saved. Likewise, if you type shift colon Q, then what happens? What do you think? What will happen? Shift colon Q, it will quit the file. Okay, whether it is saved or not, if you type only shift colon Q, then it will quit the file. Whatever contents are there or not, you have made changes or not, if it is not saved, it will not be saved and it will come out of the file. Okay, it will quit the file. Likewise, we have also a command called shift colon WQ. Shift colon WQ, that means save the content of the file and exit the file as well. So it will not only save, it will also quit the file. Both things happens in that way. We also have a few more commands like shift colon Q exclamatory, shift colon W exclamatory, and shift colon WQ exclamatory. What does it mean? The exclamatory symbol, extra exclamatory symbol, it explains about the forceful symbol. What does it mean? If you type shift colon W exclamatory, if for some reason, if your file is not getting saved, the content of the file is not getting saved by pressing shift colon W, then if you press shift colon W exclamatory, then it will forcibly save the content of the file. For example, you might have seen some of the in Windows Words or something, right? Whenever you open certain activities, it is not allowing you to open the file or edit the file, right? In certain cases, you just go ahead and enable and edit and do all the activities, right? And then you can start editing the Windows Word files like that. Similar is the case here. You will get a red color expression at the bottom of the file saying that the file cannot be saved for because it is a read-only file or whatever the reason may be, right? In those cases, you will use exclamatory symbol in order to save, to quit, shift colon Q exclamatory, or save and quit both in case of shift colon WQ exclamatory symbol. Okay, so everything has been written over here also. You can see that here. If I go a little down, so you can see I have not written the the details. If you wish, you can write down shift colon Q, shift colon W, shift colon WQ, Q exclamatory, W exclamatory, and WQ exclamatory. Apart from that, the new feature which we spoke about, the newest feature that our VIM editor has got is about comparing and editing the files together, right? It is not just two files, you can do multiple files together, and that too horizontally and vertically. If you type VIM space hyphen small o and then the number of files, file 1, file 2, file 3, and then enter, then it will open all the file 3, 1, 2, 3 horizontally to view them, right? And you would be able to use all the commands of your save mode, insert mode, and command mode one after the other files. Whichever file you want to edit first, you can put 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, whichever way you want. It will, in a sequence, it will come, and you can do it one after the other. It will not go out unless and until you come out of the 3 modes. Okay, so for example, if you are willing to use the first file, then you can do all the activities and say shift colon WQ exclamatory. It will save and quit, and then it will not come out. It will automatically go to the command mode of the next file. Then again you have to do some changes or not, then you have to come out of that file. Then it will automatically go to the third file, and the process continues like that, right? That's where the files you can go ahead and compare and edit like that horizontally. If you wish to do it in a vertical manner, then all you need to do is just replace the small o with a capital O, and everything will be in place, and you can see that you can do the vertical editing as well. Okay, so this is the whole story of the VIM editor. Very important in your daily life. Without VIM editor, you cannot do anything in your case. Okay, it is every now and then, be you a DevOps engineer or an AWS engineer or a Linux administrator, without VM you are not going to do anything else. Every single moment you are dealing with your VM editor. So be very careful, practice it as much as you can, and then get into things. Now let us do one thing. Let's get back to your screen and start working on that. Let me make Vishnu as co-host. Vishnu, go ahead and share your screen.
Hi, Prasad. I actually started my virtual mission, but then I already created some files. I was doing something, but
that's okay. Just clear it, everything. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Can you little bit increase your font size? Just right click on the white border. Go to change settings.
Change settings.
Click on appearance on the left hand side. Click on change. And click on 18. Okay. Apply.
Yeah.
All right. So you are in EC2 user. Let's change to root user first.
Okay.
All right. So now if you do a LL, I don't think you will have those files, or you have already. Okay. So you have Teja and Vishnu couple of files. Let's do in a different way. Let's compare in a different way so that it will be easier for you to understand and identify. Let us create a file.
There is one more file in Teja again. Inside Teja, there is one more file called.
That's fine. I don't bother about those things. Leave it then.
Okay.
If you want to delete, you can delete it off. I'm not going to concern those. I will create some new files and we will discuss that about VIM. Okay. So let us consider about creating a file using our VIM editor. Okay. So first thing first, what you can do is VIM. Type VIM space file1.
Okay.
Enter.
Enter.
So this mode is called what mode? This mode is called
command mode.
Command mode. Okay. So in this mode, first of all, we will try to add some contents. So just press I. Press I. And now type it here as like welcome to Masons.
Okay.
Enter. This is AWS and DevOps session. Enter. This is a daily session. Enter. Session timing is from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. EST. All right. Now escape. Press escape.
Yeah.
And shift colon WQ. Shift colon WQ. Enter. Okay, now you type LL and you see there is a file called file1, right? If you do a cat file1 now, you will see all the content, right? Now,
Yes.
so clear your screen and then do a VIM to file1.
VIM file1.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Now,
yeah.
the commands which I have given it, right? I was talking about different commands, right? So let's talk about those commands. First command is GG command. So press GG here and you see your cursor has moved to the top of the file, right?
Yeah.
Similarly, if you press Shift G, it is end of the file. Okay.
Yes.
Likewise, if you go up again GG, and now I want to copy 10 lines. So what I should type? 10 YY. If I don't type, waste. If I type 10 YY, then what will happen? It will obviously copy 10 lines. But do I have 10 lines right now?
No,
I don't have 10 lines.
you only have
No.
4.
I have only 4 lines. So even if you type 10 YY, it will copy only 4 lines. So type 10 YY or 6 YY and then press P.
Just P? Okay.
Yep. Okay. I think you made some mistake somewhere. Okay. Type again PP. Oh, there is a space you have given.
Only one line.
No. There is a space you have already given. That is why the space is coming. Okay. Now let us come back to that. We have some spaces in between, right? Let us come back to the space.
Yeah.
Bring your cursor there. Not loud like that. You have to put your down arrow key or up arrow key.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Now I do not want this space. Then what should I do? DD. Okay.
Okay.
Likewise, delete the other space. Okay. DD. Now if you go little bit up, go up. Say 10 DD.
10 DD.
Yeah. What happened? 10 lines from the
Deleted
existing
10
line
lines.
got deleted. Right? Now the other commands. What are the other commands? How to undo these things? How to undo these things? What are the command? U. Control U, right?
Yeah.
You have to press U command.
Just
right?
you.
Everything, just you.
Oh,
right? Everything is coming back,
okay.
right? If you
Yeah.
type Control plus R.
Control plus R. Okay.
Yes. No, you are making mistakes. You are moving the cursor here and there. That is why it is moving that part.
So it's a replace, right? It shows me replace here.
It is. That's why you
Control
have
plus
done it
R.
something different. Control R means redo, not replace.
Redo?
Yes, now it happened.
Yeah.
Redo. Okay. Again, type U. It will go back to the original state.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So likewise, you have done pasting, you have done copying, you have done deleting, right? Redo. And if you want to highlight something, right? Control V. Press Control V and you will say at the bottom visual block. Now press your right arrow key. Press your right arrow key.
Yeah.
Right arrow key in your keyboard.
Yeah.
No, it is gone. You have come out of it. You have, instead of right arrow key, you press something else. Say Control V. Now type
And right arrow key.
down arrow key or right arrow key, something you type.
Yeah.
Keep doing that. And right arrow key also you do. You see it is highlighting, right?
Yes.
So Control V is to highlight whatever things you type it. Okay. Now, if you do not want, you can just go back and remove everything by moving the left arrow key or whatever it is. Okay. Escape.
Yep.
Escape.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the last one is you want to search something, right? A string in the entire file. So say /, simply type /.
Yes.
And then say capital M ESONS. You see nothing is there, but we have Mesons, right? Welcome to Mesons.
Yeah.
But we don't see that. It is not getting
We put
highlighted.
it in capital.
Absolutely. So it is case sensitive. If you type small Mesons, immediately it will highlight.
Yeah.
Right? So it will be highlighting. Likewise, you can search any word or any string that you would like to search. You can always do that.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Remove that. So this is about your command line mode. Okay. Now, before getting into this command line mode, I have shown you both the other modes as well, in insert mode as well as in other modes. But let us go in detail and check it out. Okay. Right now, where is the cursor?
On the top.
On the top. One line above, on the whatever line is written, on top of that it is there, right? Now simply press I on your laptop. What happened? Does the cursor move anywhere?
No.
No movement of the cursor. Wherever the cursor is, the cursor position remains constant. Okay, this is how it works. In general, people do this work. They use small I in their configuration while editing the files. Simply they press I and continue to work. But it is always ideal to understand the other things. Now, how do you know the other commands? Anytime you go back to, once you press insert, once you are in the insert mode, before you type any other command, you must come out of insert mode by pressing escape button. Okay, press escape and observe at the bottom, the insert has gone.
Yes.
Right. What is the next one? That is your capital I, right? It should go to the beginning of the line. Now just bring down that cursor position, take it in the middle, take it to the middle of the line. Yes.
Yeah.
And now press capital I.
Capital I.
You see what happened?
Yes.
Beginning of the line. Wherever it would be, go to the beginning of the line. That's how your capital I works and into insert mode, right? You can press escape again to come out of insert mode. Okay. And the next thing that you would do is small a. What is small a? Small a should take you to one character ahead of from the existing character, right? So right now it is in T and it should go to H and then it should go to insert mode. So type small a and you see it goes to H, right? If you are not sure, escape, do it, move it to somewhere else and do that again. Move it in the middle.
Yes.
Right? It is going one character ahead and then getting into insert mode. After that, whatever you want to type, you can continue to type. For example, it is in S. Now you want to type something, type it. Type something. Right? So it is already in editing mode. Insert means editing mode. You can do whatever you edit, you want to do, you can do that. You can delete, you can edit, you can add, remove, whatever you want, you can do that. All right? Then press escape. Next one is capital A. Capital A will do what? It will take you to the end of the line with insert mode. Now you press capital A and you see that answer. Okay. It is going to the end of the line and then insert mode. However you want to make changes to the file, you can always do that. The next thing is come out of insert mode. Next thing is small o. So what is small o? Small o will create one line from the existing line. Wherever it is placed, from there it will create, it will go to the next line, right? So go ahead and press O and see what happens. What happened? It has actually created one line, right? It didn't go to the next line, isn't it? It has gone to the next line. It has created a new line for you, right? And then into insert mode. You can escape. Sorry, you can, if you want to go and type something, you can always go ahead and do that. Okay. Now press escape and then press capital O. What is capital O? Capital O will ensure that it will go
Will
one
go
line
to
up
end.
from the existing line. Right.
Okay.
So press escape, press O, capital O, and you see it has gone one line up. Isn't it?
Yes.
It is not going to the line above and below, rather it is creating an additional line and going there.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Now come down. One more line. Now just go up. Go up.
Yeah.
Okay. Escape.
Yeah.
Press small o. Escape. Press capital O. Escape. Press small o. Escape. Press capital O. Hold on. Sai. Hello.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you tell me how will I delete all this space? How should I delete that space?
DD command.
Yeah. So how would I do that? Only DD will do it. Everything will go off.
No, like if you select 10 lines, you said 10 DD, right?
You
Or
give
for
you give the
5
command.
DD.
You tell him how he will do it. Tell Vishnu how Vishnu will do it.
Okay.
I want those
So
lines to be removed.
So okay, it will remove lines below that, right?
Hold on. Hold on.
Above.
See the screen. Whatever the contents are there, please advise
Yeah.
Vishnu what he should do next. Vishnu, please keep quiet. Let Sai advise you.
Yeah. Type first DD.
Type DD. Okay.
Oh no. Like back escape and DD. Like we are in the insert mode.
Yeah.
Escape.
Yes.
DD. Enter. DD. Like can we give Prasad like 2 DDs to delete?
Of
2
course,
lines?
yes. The number of lines you have, 4 DD. Type 4 DD. Go up, and type 4 DD.
So it will
Yes.
delete only below, right?
Absolutely. From the existing line, wherever the cursor will be there.
From the
if you type
line, okay.
that, you see 4 fewer lines at the bottom. Can you see that? 4 fewer lines. Are you able to see at the bottom or not?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that is nothing but you have deleted 4 lines by going to command mode. Okay.
Yeah.
So these are the different modes that these are the different things that you have done in like insert mode. The last one is your save mode or last line mode. Now we have written this many things. Let us save this file, right? What you should do, type shift colon W and enter. What it is showing? File 1 18L 455C written. That means this is file 1.
18 lines and
18 lines,
455 characters.
455 characters, and written means saved. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is just an enterprise level of working. You just remember this. Nobody is going to ask you, but the interviewer may ask you. I don't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
Then next thing is you go ahead and try to come out of this file, right? How will you do that? Shift colon.
Wait. Q.
WQ.
Only Q.
Sorry, Q. Only Q.
W means you've already saved it. Okay. Now let's open the file again. Okay. Now type something arbitrarily. Go to insert mode and start typing.
Yeah.
Type something bigger, then you will understand what is you have added. Okay, fine. Now try to save it.
Okay, so escape.
Then shift colon WQ.
WQ. Okay.
That means this will save and quit the file. Now do a cat file 1 and see the changes. Okay.
Yeah.
You have made some ASSS, DAVIQ, PWA, something you have made, right? So that has been also added to the line and it has been saved. Okay. So shift colon W will only save, shift colon Q will only quit, and WQ will save and quit both. Now, where you will be using W exclamatory, Q exclamatory, and WQ exclamatory, we also have the habit of using shift colon W exclamatory, shift colon Q exclamatory, shift colon WQ exclamatory. Most of the people do like that. In those who are Linux administrators or DevOps administrators, they do exclamatory symbol very frequently, just for the sake. Okay, doesn't make any difference. If you open the file again, VIM file 1. Okay, now in this file, if you want to make any changes, if you want to remove that line, remove that. Go to insert mode and remove that.
Yeah.
Okay, so now if you want to save this file and come out of it, you can simply type shift colon WQ exclamatory. Shift colon WQ exclamatory symbol. Enter. And it has saved and come out of the file. Cat file 1, you will see those contents will have removed and your file is there. Right?
Yeah.
All these things has removed. You just gave an extra space. So that is why this session timing is like on that way.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, in which cases it will happen? Just open the file again. And say add something. Just type it arbitrarily something. Okay. And then press your caps lock. Switch on your caps lock.
I did.
Caps lock.
I did.
You did, right? Escape.
Yeah.
And now do a shift colon WQ with caps lock on. Enter.
Yeah.
Enter. Not an editor command. Okay. Not an editor command. This is an example I am giving it, but in various cases, it will say the file is read only, or the file is like some kind of other issues it might show with red color kind of border at the bottom. That means the normal commands would not work here, like shift colon W, shift colon Q, or shift colon WQ would not work if you are getting an error message in the red color, right? In those cases, what you need to do is simply again type shift colon WQ without caps, WQ exclamatory.
Okay.
WQ exclamatory. Enter. Then automatically it would save. So there is no command called WQ in caps. So that is why this symbol was coming. But in certain other cases, whatever the reason may be, you will get it in red color border at the bottom. Okay, saying that it is read only or some other issues which you will be facing with regards to the file that you are trying to edit. That's where you will be getting this kind of activities. So you should be careful which command to be used where. Okay, so these are the different commands that you will be using in your save mode or last line mode. Apart from this, we have also discussed about the comparison and editing of the files. Now we have VIM file 1. So let us create a VIM file 2 and add some content to it and save it. Let us create VIM file 3, add some content and save it. Let us create VIM file 4 and add some content and save it. Go ahead.
So this.
Oh man, why you are doing use the touch command again?
Sorry. It is
VIM file 2.
Okay.
Write content inside it. How will you write? Anything, just type.
Yeah. And except I just put one line.
I asked you to create 3 files for me, file 2, file 3, file 4, using VIM editor, writing some contents. How you will do, you should do. Don't ask me again. You can take help from Vinay and Sai. If you need.
I'm creating from my answer, like actually.
Sorry, my bad. Red.
All right. So you have 4 different files. Do LL and validate that you have 4 files. Okay. Now let us edit all the 4 files. Whichever sequence that you would like to, you can put it accordingly. For example, VIM space hyphen small o, type VIM space hyphen small o, and then space file 1, space file 2, space file 3, and space file 4. Enter. Okay. You can see all the 4 files has been opened in front of your screen. Okay.
Yes.
Now, in the very first file, I do not want to make any changes. Okay. So what I should do? What command should I use? I have nothing to change in the first file. Sai.
Like you have to move, right? Shift:Q.
Are you sure?
Yeah, but it will come out of that file. I don't know whether we will let it go out of the.
Yes, boss. We should use Shift:Q. I don't want any changes in the file. Simple. I need to quit the file.
Yeah.
Press Shift:Q. Enter. You are into second file now. You are not coming out of everywhere. Okay. Now here I want to add some files, add some content, type some content. How will you go get some content?
Insert mode, right?
Insert and
yes, go ahead.
Yeah.
Save it.
And sorry, I did.
No, you didn't. You only saved it. You didn't quit the file. Quit the file.
I didn't quit the file.
Yeah, save and quit.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you are into file 3. So if you want to add something, please go ahead and add it. Or you do not want, just come out of it.
I came out of it.
Last file. If you want to add something, please add and then come out of it.
Okay. Sorry.
What happened?
You enter. So I'm in insert mode.
Check
Shift
what is
Q.
giving. Check the content.
No, you change
No
the
write
content,
since
so you
last
have to
change.
save
Add exclamatory to override. This is the kind of message you will be getting it. So shift type Shift:Q exclamatory. That's it. So this is how you change it, right? Horizontally. Now in the similar fashion, if you would like to check them out in different your sequence, for example, type VIM space hyphen capital O. Clear your screen first. So VIM space hyphen capital O space file 4.
File 4.
Then file 1. Then file 3. Then file 2. Enter. So this is the vertical way of editing the file according to your choice of files. You have put it file 4 in the front, then file 1, then file 3, and then file 2. Whichever way you have done it in the horizontal way, in the same way you will be also doing it here. So if you wish to do any changes in the file 4, make the changes, save it or come out of it, and then it will go to the next file, then to the next file, and then to the next file.
Can't we switch in middle? Like I want to
Sorry,
keep
that
all the
facility
files
is not
open
available
and...
here.
Okay. Understood.
Okay.
Yeah.
So go ahead and do that.
I want to quit on file 4.
Whatever. You understood, right? How horizontal and vertical things happens. It's just for multiple editing of the feature. That's
Yes,
pretty
yes,
much
I
we have.
understood. Yeah.
Okay. So that's it for today. That is the end of your VIM editor. I want all of you to practice it and come back. If you have any questions, we can check. And then tomorrow we will be progressing with your Linux users and groups administration. Okay.
Yeah.
If you type, you can type history and copy the commands and keep it for your reference.
Okay.
Okay, so you are having some questions, right? Anyone has any questions regarding yesterday's session?
No.
So Prasad, I didn't configure that Linux and because Avinash needs to provide me access.
Yeah,
to
actually it is my mistake, not Avinash's mistake. You guys have given me both of your emails, but unfortunately Anil called me, so I just switched off the laptop and went out. So I forgot to give your email IDs. Please ping me again. Please ping me again. I will ask Avinash to add both of you today.
Okay.
Okay. Just ping me again in this chat only. I will take care of it. Both you and Amisa.
Yeah.
I'm typing RM Vishnu. And okay.
What happened? Wait. Why you are going there? First you answer the question, then you go there.
No, I want to create one more file and
okay.
delete.
Okay.
Just a minute. So LL, so we have a couple of files. RM VIS HNU space PVT. Okay. I don't know. When I was doing it before, it didn't ask me for permission.
First of all, you are not expected to do like this. Okay.
Yeah.
So either you should do one after the other, or you should do RM-RF, or whichever way you want. I've given you. You should do one file at a time, because you are not expected to lose all the files at a time. Depending upon the in production, you are definitely not advised to do that. Okay. But I don't still understand your question. You were saying that it was not.
No, actually, here it is asking remove regular empty file Vishnu and the question mark. Then we gave. I don't know. I was doing it before and it didn't ask me for permission.
Show me where you have done it. Either you might have been in EC2 user and created a file and you are coming to root and trying to delete it, or vice versa. Then that case might happen.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, I was switching between EC2 and roots, and I was doing
then there is possibility of that. Then there is possibility of that.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And actually, there is a file in Teja. Okay.
It's direct.
CD TEJA.
Clear your screen and do that, boss.
Okay.
You're already there. You are already there. Okay.
No, I want to show the file. So these are the files here. There is no VT file. And CD Teja LL. So I have this VT file. Now I want to bring this VT file to outside in these things.
How will you do
again?
It? How will you do
it? So it is move mv VT and / home.
Home of one. Home of whom? Home of whom?
Root.
Teja.
Obviously.
Okay.
Okay.
No, why Teja, man? You are already in Teja, right? You want to take it out.
Root.
Sorry, /
Come out of Teja.
Okay. So CD space.
Right.
Okay.
There you go.
Gotcha. Yeah.
It is, remember one thing, in Linux, the way you will go, the same way you will come back. There is no other way.
Okay.
Okay. It is only one way. The way you will go, the similar way only you have to turn back.
Okay.
Okay. That way only it has to go. There is nothing else.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So with this, we will end up this session. So I got the ping. Okay. Kiran, did you ping me your email ID?
No, I will ping now. Just wait. Yeah, I did that.
So tomorrow we will continue with your Linux users groups administration. Okay. And then if you go through, if you have anything, just let me know. We can take it accordingly. So Kiran, you already have your account, right?
No, I need to create that.
Okay, one second. Hold on. Right now I'm going to send that.
Yeah, please.
How about you, Amisha?
Yes, sir.
You have your account, AWS account?
No.
You don't have, right?
No.
What is the issue, Vinay? Why you have sent an email saying that it is not, meeting has expired?
Oh, earlier, yeah, when I was trying since 8. So yeah, it was showing something. Then again, Vishnu like shared a link, so I just joined through that. I don't know, it was saying expired or something. That's why I was late.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Prasad, is this specific to like a company specific, or it's like individual?
Which
kind
one?
of thing? The account, whatever you are going to
It is
send.
individual, Kiran.
Okay.
I'm just sending it.
Okay.
So I'll tell you some brief. If all of you are available, I'll just tell you a brief. Just give me a second.
Okay, Prasad, I'll join tomorrow.
Yeah, you can drop off, Sai.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
So I have sent that document to both of you, Amisha and Kiran. You can just check your email. Okay.
Okay.
And once you create that account according to that, right? So Amisha, you can use your credit card or debit card, and it will deduct $1.5, I believe, from your account, which will be reverted back to you within 7 working days. And Kiran, you can continue to use your India debit card or credit card, which will be deducting ₹2 from your account.
Okay.
And then it will be reverted back within 7 working days. Once everything is created according to the document, then once you create it, finally, there are 3 options: basics, developer, and business. So select basic, that is your free tier account, and then close the window directly and give it for 5 minutes, and then try to log in. Don't try to log in immediately, and there onwards you can continue to work.
Okay, sure.
So tomorrow, once you have once you create the account, so by the time we will connect, once you have your account, then we will take it further of launching EC2 instances, how you will launch and all. Then we will take it further. Okay. Anyways, where Linux sessions are going on, both of you are comfortable with that. Earlier also, you know the subject. So I will take it more on your EC2 instance creation part, and then you will get all these things. Meanwhile, I will request Avinash to add both of you into the drive.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
All right. Then we are good to wind up today. We'll connect again tomorrow. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Prasad.
Thanks. Good night, Prasad.